Years at the University of New Mexico Athletic Department. Most recently, of course, Director of Media Relations at the New Mexico Bowl and Tulane plays at SMU Saturday. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Tulane Director of Football Operations, David Fox. David?
Thanks, Kenny. Good to be here, guys. It's been an interesting 2 weeks. This week we went to East Carolina, and if you've never been to Greenville and watched a football game, what a great atmosphere they've got there. They really do a nice job. The whole, it's like a show. It's a really neat place to play, and unfortunately we got beat. Coach Hudson was able, I think, or he's starting to get his feet underneath him, I guess, way to say it, and I think the guys have responded reasonably well in what's been a tough situation. Greg Davis is calling the plays, so we went into that game. I think, to me, we look a little bit like we looked last year under Greg, a little more three wides, one back stuff, and we did a nice job running the football. Orleans took a pretty good shot in the second half, which I think made all the newsreels. He still rushed for 89 yards and ended up being okay. He had bruised ribs, but between him and Robert Kelly, those are two really good football players. And the difference in the game was really their quarterback, Dominic Davis. He's a good player. They threw for 336 yards. Close ball game at halftime. The place that he beat us was with his feet. They dink and dunk a lot like we'll see this week against SMU, but they run the read zone play, and he had not kept the football really at all previously, and he had two big runs against us that won for a touchdown. So that was really the difference in the game there. Defensively, we're holding our own. We're getting to that point where I think not having a bye week might be wearing on us a little bit. We kind of wear down in the second half. We lost Alex Loricella to a knee injury last week, so we had to move Derek Strozier to safety, and he's done a really nice job playing out of position. He's a good little football player. I suppose coming out of that game, the guy, that's our seventh loss, and the guys are obviously disappointed. They've really done a nice job. It would be really easy for them to tank, I guess, and I have not seen any sign of that. Hopefully we can keep that going. SMU is very similar to East Carolina in a lot of respects. East Carolina didn't want to throw it deep, really. They just dinked and dunked in. I don't think they threw a pass over 15 yards, but they throw it for 10 or 12 and run for 30, those sorts of things. SMU, however, will throw it along. They like to throw the deep ball. J.J. McDermott's their quarterback's been there for a couple years. Had a bad game last week. They've only scored 10 points in the last 2 weeks, and I think he had 4 interceptions against Tulsa. So, we look for him to, probably try and bounce back. They've got a good running back, Zach Line, who big number 48, is a big fullback-looking kind of guy. They'll try to pound it a little more. The game probably won't last very long. It's not on TV. They try to run it. We're probably going to try and run it a little more this week, try to shorten the game and keep their offense off the field. That's the philosophy, at least. It's homecoming. This will be our 5th homecoming this year. I might have to decide to get a date this week. That's 5 times in a row I've gone with that one. That's what they're a good football team. They beat TCU, and we'll see what happens. So. Anyway, with that, I'll take any questions that you may have.
Raise your hand.
Yep.
In the back. Over here in the back.
What's going on with the hiring of a new coach? I don't know. Yeah. I keep my car warm. And then, we still, we only had 12 scholarships to give, or maybe 14, 13, not very many. And we still have, Rick Dixon called all our commits, which I think out of we might have had 14 scholarships. We had 12 seniors. We had 14 scholarships to give. I think we have 11 or 12 commits. And Rick spent last Monday night, after everything, calling all those kids and their families, reassuring them that Tulane would honor those scholarships. Our guys are paid to do a job, and they're going to go out and do it. I don't know how much success you can have in this situation, but the guys are paid to make phone calls and go out and evaluate talent. So that's what we're doing right now.
Anybody else? Raise your hand.
Anything else? All right, guys. Appreciate it.